USA, Tzu Shaos joined an interfaith service in Cedar Grove, New Jersey to pray for peace in the world and in their community. In Hualien, Taiwan, a Tzu Chi nurse has been recognized for her 21 years of service by a foundation for cerebrovascular diseases. Hello everyone, welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Duncan, DeAeth, and thank you for joining us. Every Thanksgiving at the Temple Shalom of West Essex in Cedar Grove, New Jersey, people come together for an interfaith prayer service. Catholics, Christians, Jews, and Buddhists gather for one day out of the year to foster compassion and pray for world peace. Tzu Shaos from the local Tzu Chi chapter joined the event and provided a sign language performance for participants. Here in Cedar Grove, New Jersey, at the Temple Shalom of West Essex, people of different faiths have gathered for a multi-religious prayer service, including Christians, Catholics, Macedonian Orthodox Christians, along with the Jewish congregation of the synagogue and Buddhists from Tzu Chi. After the presidential election this year in America, many were happy to join the ceremony to pray for peace in society and calm their own hearts.
We try to work together and focus on creating a just and kind and compassionate society.
If people do that, I think it's just good. It makes you feel good personally, but it makes the other person also feel good. So I think showing compassion and being generous with what you can is important.
Tzu Chi began participating in the cross-faith service back in 2001, and this marks the 15th year they have joined. This year they offered a song to pray for peace across all borders.
Now my heart's full of love, I won't beg.
Participating in things like this, doing volunteer activities, and also studying the sign language, I think is really interesting. It's also interesting to see other religion services at the synagogue. It's very meaningful. I like it a lot.
The kids from your center of worship really moved me to tears. It was very beautiful, their message of love, and I'm very grateful to be here tonight and to share all these good feelings with everybody in the community.
It just gets better year after year. It's just wonderful how everyone comes together and really is able to pray and worship together.
Events like this, where love and blessings surpass religious and cultural differences, are an example of great love in action, bringing people from many different backgrounds together as one community. In the United States, Tzu Chi is launching a new program to provide students from disadvantaged families with fresh fruits and vegetables. Thanks to the kind-hearted donations of many people, the program is off to a good start. Volunteers recently prepared food packs to send to different schools.
On November 19th, the U.S. Tzu Chi headquarters grounds is bustling with activity. The grounds is filled with vegetables and fruits donated by compassionate people, and volunteers are here to prepare for the DaAi vegetable van.
Everyone as Bodhisattva is very happy. This is what Master mentions as Dharma joy and blessings abound. When your heart is happy, you are also cultivating your wisdom.
With the beginning of this, is there an end? No, it doesn't end. With the departure of this vehicle, this Dharma ship, we are helping people infinitely.
In the future, these aid items will be sent to schools to help disadvantaged families put food on the table.
Thanksgiving in the U.S. is traditionally a time for turkey dinners. However, global livestock industry has caused damage to the earth and contributes to global warming and other issues. A long-term vegetarian activist, Dr. Will Tuttle, recently came to Taiwan to promote vegetarianism and discuss the health benefits of such a diet. Sharing his own experience, he aims to persuade others to go vegetarian.
Thanksgiving is a time when many people eat turkey. According to statistics, in the United States alone, some 250 million turkeys are killed each year. Over the past few years, the animal husbandry industry has also exacerbated a number of global environmental problems.
Within 10 years, we need to solve global climate change, with a vegetarian diet being a very efficient way, as a number of high-level people already joined the ranks of becoming vegetarian.
Today, fruits and vegetables were transformed into the shape of a turkey to encourage everyone to respect the life of all sentient beings. And to promote vegetarianism, 64-year-old Dr. Will Tuttle made another visit to Taiwan. He has been a vegetarian for 41 years and hasn't fallen ill during this time.
Main reason is not for my own health, but for the health of the chickens and cows and pigs and fishes who we are killing, and it's completely unnecessary, and also for the earth and for hungry people and for future generations.
Dr. Tuttle actively promotes a vegetarian lifestyle as he believes there are many health benefits to such a diet, which also helps limit humankind's impact upon the earth.
Young children are almost always afraid of seeing the dentist, but students at the Tzu Chi school in Indonesia were at ease during a recent Tima dental clinic. Let's see how the dentists managed such a feat.
Tzu Chi School Indonesia requested Tima to hold free dental clinics for the grade 4 and grade 5 students to treat their cavities and to remove their baby teeth.
Kebanyakan sih dari tadi anaknya cukup berani-berani ya, nggak ada yang nangis.
When they came, they were very brave and no one cried. Then I asked them if they wanted to have healthy teeth, and they all said they did. So they came bravely to let us examine their teeth.
With the dentist's guidance, none of these students cried at all. Now they have no more toothaches and have also learned how to properly take care of their teeth.
We must brush teeth twice a day and eat no sweets.
I can now pay attention to teachers speaking in class as I have no more toothaches, and I'm happy to have healthy teeth.
As the toothaches don't bother the students anymore, they will be able to focus better in class.
To improve the adoption rate from local animal shelters, municipal governments are giving some dogs behavior training to help them better interact with potential new owners. Some dogs are also being trained to work as rabies epidemic prevention dogs. With the new zero euthanasia policy soon to be enacted, many think this is a step in the right direction, though there are still many issues of concern.
My dad works here, and I'm very worried about being bit by the basket civet, as rabies has spread to this area.
Mr. Hong heard that the Tainan Animal Shelter had trained a number of dogs to work in the field and assist with epidemic prevention. This led him to bring An and Kuro home.
I knew that at Sanhua District they were training work dog. The last time I went, the trainer said that this dog was the best behaved, but I still didn't know which one I wanted. But this dog seemed to have an affinity for us.
Oh, it will jump up to kiss people. It can jump up and kiss you. It's very well behaved.
Because Liujia is part of Tainan rabies epidemic area. In fact, the top of the mountain to this tree area, we have ferret badgers. So that we targeted this near the orchid to vigorously promote our epidemic prevention dogs.
Taiwan was able to avoid rabies for 50 years, but in 2013, in central Taiwan, there was an outbreak.
这3例里面有2例是来自于南投，那1例是来自于云林。
At the time of the incident, the number of dogs and cats in the shelter soon surged.
主要是因为民众对于这个狂犬病的危机意识提高，所以
This was mainly because the public became more aware of the rabies epidemic, so they asked that all strays and dogs that were unattended be brought to shelters.
Rabid ferret badgers would attack people in broad daylight, and until now, rabies has yet to disappear from Taiwan.
监测到目前有500。
Our monitoring has found 548 cases of ferret badgers, with 6 cases of masked civet and 1 Asian shrew, along with a case where a ferret badger bit a dog.
From our shelter, we train these epidemic prevention dogs to bark loudly whenever they encounter a ferret badger, which is a layer of potential disease prevention.
Shelters should not be the last place dogs go in their life. Mid and large-sized dogs in particular face a lower rate of adoption. Through work with a trainer, it can correct their behavior, and they can become good working dogs, which can accompany their owner.
We take a stick and ask them to bite it. At the beginning, they wouldn't bite, but that doesn't matter. Good boy. But we pray every day and try to let them not let go, but keeping biting it.
As long as you go through training, they will soon start to recognize you as the owner, and this will slowly change their habits, as these fierce dogs or large dogs we can send to areas to be adopted as working dogs.
Working dogs can go into orchards to prevent a rabies epidemic or ensure safety of livestock. After training, the dog is able to be placed in an interactive area to gain more visibility, increasing the adoption rate. Unfortunately, not every dog can be so lucky.
每一只狗，你陌生的一靠近它都是吠叫的。可是我们
Every dog barks when a stranger nears, but we have found that this turns off the general public and makes them less likely to adopt such a dog.
The behavior of captive dogs can change quite easily, but as more time passes, they become farther and farther away from humans. Whether it's working dogs, epidemic prevention dogs, or those that accompany people, or drug-sniffing dogs and search and rescue dogs, they can do things that go beyond our imagination. With the zero euthanasia policy soon to be implemented, the government should invest more manpower and budget to allow stray animals to be useful instead of facing the end of their life.
A nurse in Taiwan, Chen Chun-chun, has been working at the Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital for 21 years. She dedicates her time taking care of terminal cancer patients, providing hospice palliative care and home care service. Well known for her loving care and familial attitude towards patients, she was recently recognized by the Cerebrovascular Diseases Prevention and Treatment Foundation.
好，忍耐一下哦。 来，我们慢慢吞好吗？
Comforting patients with love and compassion, Chen Chun-chun has served at Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital for 21 years. She is responsible for taking care of terminal cancer patients and providing hospice palliative care and home care services.
We accompany them and treat them like our own family. They also see me as their family member.
会不会不舒服？不会。不会哈。
Chen always relieves patients' pain by frequently talking to them and massaging them. She also visits many institutions throughout Hualien where critically ill patients are taken care of to provide consultation and help improve their services.
她真的非常棒，因为在机构里面，她除了是说。
She is really great. Besides taking care of the patients in this institution, she also comforts them with compassion and love.
等一下那个抽完血就可以先吃一点东西，要不然等下太饿。
Walking into patients' home, Chen treats each patient much like her family. Although some patients have passed away, their family members continue to share things with her.
Many patients and their family members all treat us like their family. When they have difficulties or when they feel happy or sad, they are all willing to share with us.
Chen's endless devotion and love help her form a good affinity with the patient's family members, which inspires her continual passion for nursing.
Master Zheng Yin was recently awarded a special honor by the Satya Sai International organization. To accept the award on her behalf, Tzu Chi volunteer David Liu made a trip all the way to India.
We also have a second awardee in this category of health, Master Cheng Yen from Taiwan.
Master Zheng Yin was among the winners in the category of health for her mission to bring medical services to the poor. She also set up the Buddhist Tzu Chi Foundation and built hospitals to provide high-quality medical care for those in remote regions. The foundation also heads out to disaster areas to carry out relief work. She also leads her disciples to be involved in volunteer work, and through it all, she has inspired many people to change their lives for the better. She is honored to have received this award on behalf of the volunteers, as the true work lies in the volunteers themselves. The Satya Sai International organization in India was founded by Satya Sai Baba in 1960 with the motto of truth, righteousness, peace, love, and nonviolence. At the age of 14, Satya Sai Baba left his home to live a life of spiritual cultivation and to spread the Sanatan Dharma. He taught followers to practice love and service to others in addition to their own native religious beliefs. In 1996, he started the Satya Sai Education in Human Values and began promoting his teaching internationally. In 1999, a school was established in Taipei, and now over 10 volunteer teachers are helping bring out the best in children.
感谢所有爱我的人，特别是我的父母。
一边
While wiping the floor, we will lead them in reciting inspirational affirmations. We think these affirmations can be planted in their hearts subtly, as we don't need to so directly teach it to them.
They teach the children that everything given to them isn't their natural right, and they need to be thankful for everything. I think this concept is pretty important.
Children are not limited in their thinking, spiritual education, or seedling education. I think the environment is most important because they inherently possess what Baba speaks of as the 5 human values. We don't need to teach it to them, we just need to bring it out.
The Baba she refers to is Sri Satya Sai Baba, the founder of the Satya Sai International organization. There are nearly 2,000 Satya Sai centers in over 120 countries globally. Sai Baba teaches the 5 human values of truth, right conduct, peace, love, and nonviolence. With his importance on education, he once said that education isn't to earn a living, but to live life.
During India's development, there was a big gap between the rich and the poor. Thus, for Baba, he believes in education for all. It's priceless. It's not something only the rich can attend.
Sai Baba's missions include promoting free education, free medical services, and free service for people.
Parents are asked to join this preschool alongside their children, unlike other educational models.
I think the heart is the hardest to change. I believe Sai Baba has once said, education is heart to heart and not head to hate.
Rooted in India but a non-denominational organization, Sai Baba's missions incorporate all religious lessons. He has hundreds of thousands of followers around the world that focus on spiritual growth and the pursuit of man's inherent divinity.
Sai Baba has said before that he's not looking to establish a new religion. He's promoting the religion of love. That's why Baba is very big on service for man and setting an example for others to follow.
Entering impoverished areas to establish medical services, charity, and water sources for residents, Sai Baba promotes vegetarianism and nonviolence. The organization's funding comes from member donations, so that love is spread to more areas.
Master Zheng Yan recently made a visit to Kaohsiung, where volunteers put on a sutra performance that encouraged everyone to do good deeds, especially in regards to caring for planet Earth. Master Zheng Yan discussed the importance of caring for the planet in the face of climate change and natural disasters across the globe. Tzu Chi volunteers held a sutra performance for Master Zheng Yan's visit to Kaohsiung. The lesson is that by doing good deeds for the benefit of all living things, we can overcome our doubts and be reborn with conviction in the Dharma. When one is of pure heart and a focused mind, then one can truly help alleviate suffering across the world. The Master spoke in Kaohsiung about the increasing frequency and intensity of natural disasters across the world.
我们真的是踏过了94个国家，等于呢全球啊，对不对？半数的国家我们都踏过了，我们去救灾过，天灾啦是越来越密集。 最近几年来是越来越密集的，大灾难越来越多啊。
The issue of climate change must be addressed in order to heal a troubled Earth. Academics and governments are all calling for basic environmental measures to be implemented. Master Zheng Yan recognized and praised the commitment of a recycling volunteer in her 80s who is helping protect the environment year after year.
他们都说。 万一个会当修复大地，我们可以守护大地。我们呢，还可以为祖孙呢，为子子孙孙过好这片土地。看，这是多么的欢喜事哈！
It is everyone's responsibility to help look after Mother Earth to ensure that future generations can enjoy a peaceful and prosperous life. The struggle to protect the planet will be a long process, but people must face the task with a positive mind to do what is best for all living things. Tzu Chi volunteer Lai Guilian was a barber and had a stable income. However, her family suffered from financial difficulties when her husband started gambling and taking drugs after he started a betel nut stand. Ever since, she has had to work hard to support her family. Eventually, she joined Tzu Chi and started volunteering. This decision, along with her love, also inspired her husband to get his life on track.
Lai Guilian used to work as a barber and have a stable income. However, ups and downs in her life trouble her.
I was surprised that he was gambling and even started to take drugs.
Her husband's life started to worsen after he ran a betel nut stand. As they faced financial difficulties at that time, she worked so hard to support the family that she ignored her son, which caused him to walk the wrong path and even led him to prison.
I wrote a letter to my son once a week. I wrote more than 10 Jingsi aphorisms in the letter to encourage him and help him get back on track.
As a part of Tzu Chi, Lai accompanied her son to overcome his difficulties, and she never gave up her husband.
After following the Bodhisattva path, I think we need to make up for our mistakes in our past lives, and we should be willing to do it and be happy to bear the burden.
Now Lai devotes her time to helping elementary students and elderly people in nursing homes. She also heads to the care center to take care of her mother-in-law every day.
I always stay by her side until everything has settled down, and then I will tell her, "Mama, it's time to sleep. We are going home."
After joining Tzu Chi, Lai was always waiting for the day her husband would repent and start anew. Her life is like the sweet aftertaste of lotus seeds, which gradually brings satisfaction.
November 24th was English Day at the elementary division of the affiliated Tzu Chi Senior High School, so all the students from grade 1 to 6 played English games for the day. The event aimed to show them that learning English can be simple and fun.
These students paint their hands with various colors to make turkeys, and the students over there use scissors to create colorful Indian hats.
We're celebrating Thanksgiving. We play the role of America's indigenous people and wear this hat.
I remember in America they will eat turkey and pumpkin pie with Thanksgiving with family, and they will see the football in TV.
The elementary division combines English Day and Thanksgiving with 10 games for students to learn about different cultures as well as English.
English is used around the world, so our school always hosts the English Day every year. We hope that through this event, the students will learn to be always grateful in their daily lives.
Thank you for teaching me. You are good teacher. Thank you, everyone. Clap your
The school also designed a wall of gratitude so the students can write down their gratitude in English, appreciating teachers' teaching and their parents for looking after them.
In Indonesia, students at Tzu Chi's DaAi school recently honored their teachers for Teachers' Day by holding various performances and events throughout late November. We'll leave you with these images at the end of our program. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.